Microphone's working. Alright. A few last minute adjustments, then we'll get started. Let's see. Oof, that is very crooked. I've recorded a video. That always gets the camera off a little bit. Okay. Let's set up our council of plushies real quick. It's cold down here. Pixel Knight. Ranger Bear. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Merry Christmas Eve Eve. Okay. Oh, that's still not straight at all. Okay, that looks good. Alright. Need my slippers. Chilly down here. It's cold. So we are going to play a little Hearthstone tonight. Can't say Zero couldn't make it. And I've said over and over again how much multiplayer means to me when it comes to Secret of Mana. So I figured that we would just take a week off of Secret of Mana and play a little bit more Hearthstone. So let's get this back up. Let me jump into YouTube and update that stuff, and then we should be all good. I'll be right there, just a moment. Alright, update the title, update the thumbnail. Update the category and add a game. Make it a little faster each time. Okay. We'll let that save. Oh, and I guess I should get a hat. Let's go with Sonic. There we go. Pixelnight says they revealed the new Super Sentai team, and 3 of the 5 suits look great. The other 2 might be the worst ones of all time. Oh no. Well, and Hasbro, the company who now owns Power Rangers, they've decided to cut ties with Toei. So some fans have been speculating, oh, does that mean they're going to make completely original Ranger teams? Are they going to stop adapting from Super Sentai? We really don't know what that's going to mean. So the black and pink Ranger, just no. Ah, good evening, Maverick. How are you doing on this fine holiday evening? Okay, I think that's everything. No housekeeping stuff. Let's jump into the game. So, quiet night here. I'm doing very good. I got 4 kids, so there's no quiet holiday nights here. But I am doing well. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me... That's the new team? Okay, so the Pink Ranger looks like that Mario where all of his limbs are too long in Super Mario Maker. Yeah, that's unnerving. And then the black one, what is that? Is that a cat? Black Ranger cat. Huh. Yep, that's weird. Oh, yeah, we've so both my wife and I have our families that live close by, so we did a family party tonight. We got another one tomorrow. Christmas we stay home and we don't go anywhere. And then the day after Christmas we have another one. So, yeah, plenty busy. But black as a dog, I want to say, yeah. Yeah. What are you guys' plans for Christmas? Maverick and Pixel, just a quiet Christmas at home, traveling to see family. Whatever it is, I hope it goes well. So yeah, when I play Hearthstone, it's super beginner friendly. I explain every move. I try to explain options that the other guy has. This is only my second ever Hearthstone stream. Again, I like all kinds of card games. But my first card game was Yu-Gi-Oh! I played a whole lot of that. And, but right now Hearthstone is my favorite. I want to get this over a little bit more. Okay. So there's a couple decks I want to experiment with tonight. Let's start with the same deck that we left off on, the Deathrattle Quest. So my rank right now is 4 gold, and I've been as high as 1 gold, so it'd be cool if we could get up there. Maverick says, my wife Mana works, so I'm just going to cook and give her a good meal to come home to. That's a good plan. Pixel Knight says, just what we usually do. Tomorrow we open our grandma's present on Christmas Eve. The next day we open the rest and chill the whole day. There you go. There you go. Okay, so this deck has this card, which is a quest line. It gives you certain objectives that you need to do. Our first objective is to play a card that costs 2, another card that costs 3, and another card that costs 4. The cost of the card is the upper left. So we've got this card costs 1, 2, 8, and 6. So we don't want the 6 or the 8. So at the very beginning of a game of Hearthstone, it gives you a chance to replace cards in your hand. So we got a 7 and another 2. So we're going to hopefully draw into a 3 and a 4. So for our... Okay, good. We got a 3. So first we're going to play our Seek Guidance quest line. And I'm playing as a priest, which is the closest we have to a monk. Each hero has their own hero power that costs 2 mana. So mine is restoring 2 health. My opponent is a warrior, and his power is gaining 2 armor. Mana is down here. You get 1 extra mana every turn. So we have 2, so we're going to play this card, which costs 2. That leaves us with 0 left, and then we'll end our turn. On our next turn, we will get 3, and we'll play our cost 3 card. And hopefully we're going to draw a cost 4 card, because we need that to move the quest forward. Okay, there's a good cost 4 card, but it's not really meant to be played on turn 4, but we'll probably play it anyway. Maverick says, I already showed Mana her gift. It won't be arriving until January. Ooh, that's kind of a bummer when that happens, but I understand. Alright, he played Kargoth Blade Fist. Oh, okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to attack with our Devout Dungeoneer. That'll take him out. And then these cards are tradable, meaning that we can drag them to our deck and it'll let us draw a new card. That's a good cost 4 card. Let's trade this one as well. There's a good 3, and then we'll play this one, which is another cost 2. Okay, so now we have some options. It looks like this deck is built around gaining armor, or maybe he's just gaining armor because that makes it harder for him to kill. Okay. So it's not... Well, let's trade this and see what we draw. Another 3. Okay, we're gonna play... We're gonna play another Devout Dungeoneer. Devout Dungeoneer lets us draw a spell when we play it. Ooh, and that's a good spell. Insight. Draw a minion. So we're going to play our coin, which gives us 1 extra mana. That'll take our mana from 1 to 2. Then we can play our cost 2 Insight. Okay, our cost 6. So we have a 5 and a 6. That's what we need for the next step of our quest. Pixel Knight says, I saw Spider-Man last night. It's amazing. I did see Spider-Man opening weekend. My work used to take the whole office out to a movie twice a year. It was always like a Star Wars movie and whatnot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play our cost 4 Hysteria. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack. We're gonna heal for 2. And then Zerilia, our cost 4. Battle Cry is what happens when you play it. So if you restored health, which we've restored 2, deal that much damage to all the enemy minions. So that will deal 2 damage to him and take him out. That gets us our 4 for our quest. The next part is playing a 5 or a 6. And we have a 5 and a 6, and we're going to add Light Shower Elemental to our hand. And then we'll end our turn. So we have 5s and 6s. This is not a problem. We'll be able to complete the next part of the quest, no problem.
No Azeroth can stop me.
But yeah, I watched it. I enjoyed it. You know, lots of fun to be had. All right, we're gonna play a 5.
Not what we stood for.
And we're gonna play this Insight. And I hope we didn't get our 8, but we did. What is our other 8? Because we need that card now. Put us in a pinch, but yeah, Someone's throwing snowballs at my window. What? What are you doing out there? I don't know if you could hear that, but that was my wife. She was... Woo! She was playing around. Alright, what do I need? A 5 and a 6. Alright, let's play our 6. That stinker. I don't know if you could hear those, but it actually startled me. I was not expecting that. Oh, nuts. Our hand is full. Okay. But yeah, I'll probably talk about Spider-Man more next week. But yeah, I kind of decided that the cinema experience is just kind of not for me. Okay, what do we need now? A 7 and an 8. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put out a 3 and a 6, because we got time, because we don't have an 8 in our hand yet. So, but as far as Spider-Man, the movie, I really liked it. So, no complaints from me. Ouch. They are going to town. Let's see. Maverick says, I got my wife a Game Boy adapter so she can play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games on PC. Oh, on PC. Nice. Alright, we're going to play this. We're going to play this. That's the one that we want. Yeah, that's the one we want. And then we'll play this, and this will heal us for 5, and this will heal us for 2 more. Okay, we're good. We healed up a bunch. This card, when it dies, will heal me more, so we're good on that front. We still need to play a 7. We'll play this card next. But, yeah. You scared the tar out of me. You know, I honestly thought it was my brothers. Because they're in town. Come here. Come here. Let them see your pretty face. gonna take my next turn off screen, but the first time I didn't know what was going on, and then I realized what had happened, and I was like, ah! What's going on? Oh, okay, is that why you were out there?
Job's done.
Yeah, and then you thought I should throw snowballs at my husband while he's streaming? You stinker. Alright. I'll clip it later. We'll laugh about it. Love you. Okay. Yeah. My wife is saying she thought about putting her cold hands on me, but thought against it. Okay, let's play Spirit Guide.
Cannot exist.
Let's play Auspicious Spirits. So, have you guys, how familiar are you, Pixel and Maverick, with Hearthstone? But we will get to that. Sorry, I know I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. Do I have another 8?
Light cannot exist.
This is gonna turn out really bad if I don't have another 8. I only have 2 cards in my deck? Oh, this is getting weird. Oh no. I don't think I have another cost 8 card. We're not going to be able to finish the quest.
Cards.
Okay. What was I talking about? Okay, so this is going to be our trump card then. Resurrect 7 friendly Deathrattle minions. So we're going to play this guy. And this guy. And this guy. And we'll see if we can live. I would have won the game if I had an 8 cost card. It would have been over by now, but I'll show you how that works next game. Sorry. Oh, darn. Well, I guess he had to. That was the only minion I had in my hand. Oh, no. I'm making all sorts of bad moves, but okay.
The Stormpike clan bows to no one!
Wretched story. Loot! Loot to that potion! Horrocks knock!
Okay, so we're gonna play our Amulet of Undying. This will fill up our board. Okay, this is about what I could ask for. And we're just gonna keep hammering away at him. And either he will kill all these minions, or we will kill him first. So we'll see. So, my wife didn't help my scatterbrainness by, that's over. By throwing snowballs at the window. Oh, hey. Okay. I can hear my baby crying upstairs. What were we talking about? Yes, I'll tell my wife that you said hi, Maverick. Put your cold hands on him. Oh, let's see. Pixel Knight. The hardest part with doing a Scarlet Spider, especially design I want to do, is the web shooters because they're on the outside, and so I have to wear them. Pixel Knight says it's okay. I'm always scared. What did he play?
Rise up, children of the Horde!
Ooh, that's a good play. He'll be able to take out one of my guys.
The Horde is unbreakable!
My back's against the wall.
Oh, soon this guy's gonna be in the same boat as me. Oh, very clever, very clever.
Horrocks mark! Horrocks mark!
Deck is gone. It's now or never.
Okay. This is the specific Scarlet Spider I want to cosplay. Alright. Oh, well. Rattlegore's not gonna make it all that easy for me. Nah. We lost this one, but we did our best. His strategy of just, you know, tanking with armor totally worked. Maverick, you got this. That's right. I will explain better next game when I don't have my wife throwing snowballs at my window and
Blade Storm!
we got to take a look at my deck also.
By the light.
We're going to play completely straight though. Oh. This guy's just playing around too. Because usually tanking with armor is not a problem. The whole point of going through that quest that we didn't even finish was that at the end of this specific quest, it just gives you an instant win. But I messed up the quest because I only had one cost 8 in my deck. Alright, let's check this out, because this should not... Yep, only one cost 8. Alright. So, this quest, Seek Guidance, it tells the story of Cerelia. Cerelia is pictured in the card artwork there. And Cerelia is trying to go and find her lost daughter. So the first thing she does is the first part of the quest is seeking guidance. She goes and she asks about what to do about how to save her sick daughter. And the guidance that she gets is to go and find the Shard of Naru. And so that's the next part of the quest. In order to complete the quest, we need to play a 2, 3, and 4. Then the next part is a 5 and a 6. And the final part is a 7 and an 8. And the reason we couldn't finish it was because I drew my cost 8 card with the spell Insight, which reduces its cost by 2. So it turned my 8 into a 6, and then I didn't have an 8 to finish the quest. Otherwise, we would have won. But Manna says, I'm only half listening through Maverick's phone. Did you say you were looking at your deck and your wife distracted you with balls? Yeah, my wife was distracting me by throwing snowballs at the window. And I'm streaming from my basement, so, you know, it's 10 o'clock here. Getting, you know, anything from the outside. Maverick, she asked me to type that and I refused. Next on that goes, snowballs. We have to keep it PG here. Oh, I thought it was hilarious. Points for Mana. Very well, carry on. Okay, so if we look at the mana cost graph we have here, this shows you the cost of all my cards. So 5, 6, 7 plus. Let's see. I feel like that's good, but we cannot be messing up the 8. Let's see. I thought it was like tennis balls or something and was gonna make a dog joke. It was weird because I heard a thump. I don't know if you guys could hear the thump, but I heard a thump against my window. And my first thought was, you know, did something fall in the window well? Because I've had birds fly into the window well, and I've had mice and stuff fall into the window well. And cats will go in the window well and then jump out again. So I thought it was one of those. And then a second one hit, and I was genuinely startled. I was like, what is going on? And that's when I had to go to the window and be like, who's out there? What are you doing? And my wife was laughing at me. So, but she startled me good. And then she came down to gloat. Now the tricky part about this deck is it's best if you play the card immediately. So like Farwatch Post, you want to have cards that are good to play on that turn, so in this case turn 2, and also later in the game. So the problem I'm having with my 4 cost cards is a lot of them are for later in the game, like Zerelia. But let's see. I got all right, let's try it one more time. This time I will hopefully not make that mistake.
Anduin versus Thrall.
Okay.
For Doomhammer.
The light shall bring victory.
All right, so we've got a 2, a 3, and a 4. Perfect. That's just what we wanted in our opening hand. We're gonna go second. And we're playing against a shaman. Right now, the most common shaman deck is a deck built around freezing. So let's see what we get. I'll do a little better explaining the game. So the shaman's hero power is Totem Call. If they use their hero power, they will summon one of 4 totems. This one is a healing totem. There's 4 options, 4 different totems. And 3 out of the 4 of them are 0 attack, 2 defense. The last one is 1 attack, 1 defense, or 1 health. Okay. Good. Drawing into good cards here. So we'll play our Deathhead Cultist. Now, the Deathhead Cultist has a Deathrattle effect. This means that the effect goes off when the minion is destroyed. In this case, it's restore 4 health to your hero. So when that goes off, our health will go back up. Marsh Spawn. And our healing totem. So what he's probably going to do is attack into my Deathhead Cultist with his Marsh Spawn. They'll clash. I'll do 2 damage to him. He'll do 3 damage to me, but neither will die. But his healing totem, unless he kills it with a spell. Alright, so that's going to heal my hero for 3, and then I'll take 3 damage. And what we're going to do now, what is this guy? Spell damage plus 1. What we're going to do now is we're going to play our Korak. Korak is an interesting minion. He says, if this wasn't honorably killed, then revive Korak. An honorable kill is when you kill it exactly. So he's got 5 health. So in order for this to work, then he needs to deal 5 damage to Korak. Right now he's got 6 damage on the board, 3 from this guy, 3 from that guy. If he attacks into them with both of them, it'll kill my Korak, but it'll be not an honorable kill. And then he'll just be revived. So he's not going to do that. See if he has a spell that does 5. He could also take him out if he had a spell that did 2 damage to lower his health to 3 and then attack with one of these guys. But he already attacked with both of them, so that's not... He probably doesn't have a spell that does 2. What we're going to do is on our next turn, we're going to play our 5. We completed the first part of the quest, so you can see the next part is Discover the Void Shard. So Zerillia has done the Seeking of the Guidance. Now she's discovering the Void Shard. And you can see the next part of the quest is Illuminating the Void, or Purifying the Void Shard. So we'll see what we have next.
Korak's Knock!
Alright, so let's go here. We're going to play our Spirit Guide. Spirit Guide costs 5, and when it is killed, it lets me draw a Holy Spell and a Shadow Spell. Some spells have what's called a school. If you can just barely see it on the bottom here. Like this, the coin spell doesn't have a school, but this spell, Hysteria, is a shadow spell. You can see because it says shadow on the bottom there. So this will let me draw 1 holy spell and 1 shadow spell when it dies. Let's see, I got another shadow spell. I only have like 2 holy spells in my entire deck. got 2. Oh no, he's only got 1. So there's our holy spell. There's our shadow spell.
There is little time.
So you can see what he's trying to do. He's got a 1 and a 1. And so if he attacks into Korag with both of these, Maverick says this seems like it's a lot to... I think the game has a really good tutorial, and I'm kind of explaining it as I go. So hopefully we can all learn it or be reminded of it. Okay, how many cards do I have in my hand? 10 cards, so my hand is full. So I need to be playing some cards. All right, I'm going to play the coin, which will give me an extra mana, so it'll go from 6 to 7. That card is tradable, so I can spend 1 mana to put it back in my deck and draw a new card. And then... I am going to... play Auspicious Spirits, which would normally summon a 4, but in this case it's going to summon a random cost 7. And then I'm going to heal my Korak, and then attack into this guy. Okay. So now, again, he's got 4 health, but he's only got 2 damage on the board. So he must not have... He must not need them to pull off an honorable kill. Wait, what? Pixel says, anything beyond the fingerprints joke from Animaniacs is too much for this to be PG. If Maverick says you would be surprised at how low the bar is for PG ratings these days. Pixel says, we got 1 F-bomb. Maverick says, I don't swear. Yeah, I put the family friendly tag on, but I don't usually attract a lot of people that swear. I think most people come in and they see that family friendly tag and they go, oh, this is not my scene. So I haven't had too much trouble with it. I think only streaming once a week for like 3 hours is what keeps the trolls away. But that's just my opinion. I've had friends that have had trouble. Okay. Alright, so for the quest, we still need to play a cost 6. This totem gives another minion +1 attack. And so I think what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna attack this guy here, attack this guy here, and then I'm gonna play my 6. One of the trickier parts of this deck is managing your hand size. If you have 10 cards in your hand and you draw another card, you're not allowed to have more than 10, so that card just gets burned. Okay, so now I have a cost 7 and a cost 8, which is good. That's what I need to finish the quest. So we will see how far we get. Maverick says, I've repeatedly got in trouble for trying to keep our channel family friendly. What do you mean, gotten in trouble? Like the people in chat get after you for it, or... Because... yeah, I don't know. That was another reason why I joined Family Friendly Live. I think they're a great group of people. I really like the founder, David B. Kimball. And a lot of people on that team were people that like reached out to me. Well, I had 2 of them in particular that said, hey, Seth, you should really apply to be on the team. It was Art of Mana and Carl Dacius. And they're the ones that said, you know, you should really think about being on the team. And so I did. I applied. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going for the kill. Am I dead?
That was a mistake.
What happened? Oh, I think he missed the kill. He aimed the spell in the wrong spot. Oh, bummer. It's sad to see it happen like that. I'm going to play a card, Desperate Prayer. This will restore 5 health to each hero. And then we're going to use Aurelia from the last game. We just healed for 7. So now we play Aurelia, and that'll wipe out his whole side of the field. And we're going to heal ourselves for 2. We're going to play Thrive in the Shadows, which lets us look for a spell in our deck. We found Desperate Prayer, which was the other one I wanted. And we'll play that to heal up some more. And then we'll attack. And we'll see where we go from there. So Maverick says, I've had people message me off stream telling me that I'd attract more people by getting rid of that rule. I think that you would. I think they're 100% right. Streaming with the family friendly. So I am by no means an expert on streaming. I've noticed that my whole stream contradicts itself. Usually if you're playing 30-year-old retro games that I enjoy playing, you attract an older audience, an audience that's my age. And the audience that's my age, they like swearing and stuff. And so, you know, there's a lot of channels that I like to watch that are not family friendly. One of my favorite ones is Super Nintendo Bros. Super cool dude, but, you know, he's not family friendly. I mean, he doesn't swear to offend people. He swears because, you know, they're all friends there, and you know, they can be chummy about it. So but what contradicts that is if you put family friendly tag on your Twitch stream, then you attract a younger audience. And so my whole thing is just a big contradiction on, oh, okay, yeah,
I must know more.
I stream 30-year-old games family friendly. I mean, really, I think the only big crossover is like Art of Mana. So I know that the sliver is very narrow for the people that are my age that would prefer a stream in a community that's family friendly. So Pixel Knight says my mom is making my stream family friendly. Pixel Knight says David doesn't really stream that often anymore, but he's really good. Yeah, I'm a little bummed because I used to watch Carl Dacius all the time, and I haven't seen him. I don't think he's streamed for a while. So Maverick says if we have to get rid of who we are to attract people, then it's not a stream I want to build. Rather, I just stay as I am. I try to stop swearing in general. And honestly, that's what I do.
Little time.
You know, people will talk about. I've had no one's done this in my stream, but people will come to like Carl Dacia's stream and they'll say, "Why do you stream family friendly?" And the 2 times I've seen it brought up, they go, "Are you religious?" And he goes, "No, I want to be inclusive." He strictly says that he does it to be inclusive. So, well, I think our opponent just kind of noped out at the end there. They made their play, and then I recovered a bunch of health on the next game, on the next round, and I think that kind of just put him out. So we'll jump in again. Thank you for the GG's, Maverick. So, but I 100% agree with you. If you're gonna change yourself for your stream, you better be doing it for the money. You're right, Maverick. If he didn't miss that one attack, he would have got me. And I think that's probably what put him out. Was that he did everything right, he just misclicked. And that changed it.
My elements are frightful.
The light shall bring victory.
All right, here we go again. Again, we're looking for a 2, 3, and a 4 in our opening hand. We got a 2 and a 3 and a 0. Okay. So we got a few turns. Let's see if we can draw into a 4. Pixel Knight says, and you get teenagers like me who like stuff 30-year-olds like. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's that sliver of... you know, it's that... You know, sliver of crossover. But Pixel Knight says I'm going to be drawing some mecha. Ooh, sweet. All right, so we're going to start first turn by playing Seek Guidance, our quest. Maverick says I would never change for money. I nearly changed for an X, but I won't do it for anything. Yep. It's one of those lessons that everyone has to learn, but we all kind of... We all kind of have to go through that. I mean, your honorable kill. So you can see that spell he just cast. Honorable kill, your opponent's next spell costs 2 more. So it does 3 damage, and my minion had 3 health. So he hit it exact and got an honorable kill. One of the reasons that it's easier to learn is you can see it has the reminder text up there. It tells you what an honorable kill is. Deal exact lethal damage for a bonus. So that has gone and changed up what I have. So a 2, a 3. All right, let's do a 3. And then this one would be a 4, but the cost has jumped up. So that's going to delay me a turn from getting it. Pixel Knight says, I'm the weird half of the stuff I grew up with was definitely before my time. Maverick says, nothing wrong with that. Pixel Knight says, can you name another 15-year-old who grew up with Ruby Spears Mega Man? Oh, I hear ya. I had one of those moments. Mine was... mine was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. That show ended the year I was born, in 1987. And so by the time I was 4 or 5, you know, that show was running in syndication. And when I would go to like a parent's friend's house, an aunt or an uncle or something like that, that was usually what they had for kids, was He-Man stuff. So, you know, I definitely think there's some... Oh, we got a raid, a Dark Solid raid. What's up, Dark Solid? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming with your crew. What were you playing? For those of you, I think both of you that are here are familiar with Dark Solid. But yeah, Dark Solid.
Hey, welcome back. So glad you could join us today.
That's right, a solid raid. Dark Solid is one of the ways that I know him is that he's a big fan of fighting games. So if you're in the market for some fighting games, definitely recommended. Which card should we pick? He's not doing a bunch of damage to us. Let's pick the nameless one. And we'll attack here, and that'll be it. Pixel Nisus, don't watch Masters of the Universe Revelations, it sucks. Oh, you know, I'm right in the middle of that, and I like it. What makes you not enjoy it, Pixel? I think part of the reason that I like it is because I grew up on the older shows. You know, those nostalgia hooks, how they get in you.
I've heard of it.
You know, there's stuff to be said for those. Okay, so you can see our opponent is drawing into a bunch of cards. They have 9 cards in their hand, and they just froze one of my minions. If a minion is frozen, you can see what it says there. It misses its next attack, so on my turn it won't be able to attack. Alright, so we're gonna play our cost 6 claw machine, and our claw machine has the ability Rush. One thing that I haven't explained yet is minions cannot attack the turn they are summoned. So a card with Rush can attack other minions the turn that they are summoned. So if we attack into that, and then we can attack into this, and that'll wipe his board clean, leaving us with 7 cards in our hand, which is good. Pixel Knight says, well, first is because they false advertised. It's barely about He-Man and many other things I can make a whole video about. I'll give you that. At least in the episodes I've seen, you know, He-Man is... It's not about He-Man. Yeah, you say it's barely about He-Man. I would say it's not about him at all. Okay, so the minion he just played has the ability Dormant, which means that it just exists on the field for 2 turns, but nobody can do anything. They give this to minions. It's kind of like playing them in the future. So if you get to play it for a lower cost than it would usually be, but you don't get it for 2 more turns. So we will start by doing our attacks. We'll attack into his totem and then into him. The thing about this shaman that I'm wondering about is he hasn't played a lot. Most of the stuff he's been playing is drawing into his deck. What is he looking for? This is going to be one of those decks where he's going to... at some point, he's going to have a big turn where he just, like, goes in for the kill. Okay, so next we need to play a 7 and an 8. Actually, let's get Farwatch Post, and then let's just play it. Farwatch Post, as long as it's on the field, when my opponent draws a card, then it'll increase the cost of that card by 1. Dixon says, I like Kevin Smith's writing. Sometimes it's like his Green Arrow run, but don't let him touch He-Man. I'll finish watching it, and then we can discuss it, but... I'm fully willing to say that, you know, it's 100% nostalgia for me. Okay, so by the time we need the cost 8 card, we're pretty good about getting into it. Maybe that's why I lowered it only to 1. But man, I cannot make that mistake that I made in the first one. As you can see, we're getting through our deck pretty good. And so you can see the last part of our quest, playing a 7 and an 8, Illuminate the Void, is where we purify the Void Shard. And you can see the card that we get is Zerilia the Sanctified. And when you play Zerilia the Sanctified, it shuffles a Purified Shard into your deck. And when you play the Purified Shard, then you win. The effect of Purified Shard is it destroys the other hero. That's why when we were playing that first game, and we were playing against the guy who was bulking up with armor, I wasn't worried because I was like, it doesn't matter how much armor he has, my Purified Shard will still destroy him. But then I goofed up and ruined the chance to get to the Purified Shard. So you can see the strategy that's going on. He's freezing my minions so they can't attack. And the guys that he keeps playing says gain 1 attack and 1 health for each minion that you freeze, which is fine. Let's see. I'd like to kill this guy though, because he'll help me draw into my cost 7 minion. And that is what I want. Let's do Thriving in the Shadows and see if we can find our Soul Mirror. Soul Mirror is a cost 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I can only have 7 minions on my side of the field. What Soul Mirror does is it duplicates the enemy's minions and then causes them to attack. And if I duplicate their minions, I'm only going to be able to duplicate 2 of them. So let's play Insight. See if we can draw into our Mutanus. Oh, we did not. Let's do Hysteria, and we'll have this guy attack people until he is dead. We'll see who he attacks into. Okay, that's not bad at all. Smint. I'm gonna do my famous butchering. Samini Tasai. Samini Tasai. That's what I got out of it, sorry. But yeah, Samini Tasai says Samin works fine. Alright, Samin. Oh, a fellow masochist. Hello, yeah. Yeah, I'm having fun with Hearthstone. But yeah, hello to you too. I play Hearthstone every once in a while. We're kind of tinkering around with this this build, this Cerelia build, the quest build. I just recently got back into the game, so we're just kind of tinkering with it. All right, 9 cards in my hand.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us
So
today.
let's play our Mutanus. So what Mutanus does is it will eat a minion in my opponent's hand and gain the stats. So, you know, eat is just a creative way to say my opponent discards a minion and I get, and their stats go to Mutanus. So it was a 1/1, 1 attack and 1 health. So my Mutanus went from a 4 attack, 4 health, a 4/4 to a 5/5. So let's see, and then let's see, 9 cards in our hand. So let's play Deathhead Cultist, and then let's attack into his taunt minions. So you can see he hasn't done much to me. What does he got here? 6 damage to the enemy hero. I'm guessing that he's gonna eventually make a play where he like tries to use spells to take my hero's health down to 0, but it better be this turn, otherwise I'm gonna play these Desperate Prayer cards and that's gonna heal me by 10. Okay, good. Demin says Hearthstone is fun. Priest is in a tough spot lately. Yeah. Still fun, still playable, but really hard to win. Yeah. Well, and Pixel Knight, welcome back to Seth Butcher's names. Yep, I am known for butchering usernames when they come. But as long as everyone is having fun and no one gets offended, we'll be okay. All right, so this is my play for getting the shard. If I play this card, that'll put the shard in my deck. Purified Shard. Okay, so I'll show you the card. So you can see, cost 10, that's not a problem. Destroy the enemy hero. And you can see that it's a holy spell. Now I'm going to play Spirit Guide.
Light cannot.
And again, we've played this before. Its Deathrattle is draw a holy spell and a shadow spell from my deck. That should be the only holy spell in my deck, is that shard. So if I can get this guy to die, then I will draw it and I'll win the game. So, I don't know, hopefully he plays something. I also have these 2 Dungeoneers that it's just lucky that we have them now. Usually we have them earlier. But you can see it will... The battle cry is draw a spell from my deck. So we'll see what kind of spells I can draw. Maverick says, will he kill it though? You can't kill Purified Shard. It's not a minion, it's a spell. Pretty much it's an instant win. If I play the Purified Shard, that destroys the enemy hero and I win the game. The question is, can I draw it before he reduces my health to 0 and destroys me? So far, it's looking pretty good.
I'm coming.
No, he will kill the one you need. Oh, will he kill this guy? Probably not, because he's an 8/8. Ooh, see, this is what he's doing. He's played a lot of spell damage minions. And now he's just gonna try to cast spells right in my face.
Mount up!
Oh, but I've got him intimidated with all the minions I have on the field. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Dungeoneer, draw spell. There it is. Okay, so now our primary focus is just living to the next turn. So the first thing we want to do... So first thing we want to do is we want to kill all of his spell damage plus things. So we're going to play Nameless One. Nameless One silences a minion. So you can see by the helper text, silencing a minion removes all of their card text and any enchantments. So that will take away this character's spell damage +1. So now if I mouse over it, you can see that he's had the effect X'd out. And then we will heal ourselves.
Job's done.
Then we will end turn. This minion, when he dies, he'll restore 4 health to me. But I've taken away all of his spell damage. So, yeah, he probably guessed. Actually, I had enough damage on board. I might have just killed him outright, even if I didn't have the Purified Shard. Okay, we're slowly making our way up. The highest I've been so far is gold 1. So we're kind of trying to make our way back up there. Pixel says, I can't this for the rest of my life. Maverick says, well done. Thank you. Thank you.
Anduin versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay.
Shall bring victory.
So we've got our 3 and our 7. One of the reasons that I really like this deck is, and I don't play to be competitive. I really like playing the more interesting decks. The ones that
Don't forget to save your game.
that do not have the one that, you know, the decks that don't have a high chance of winning but are really interesting. Like this deck that I'm playing is by no means a top tier deck, but it's super interesting to play. So again, we're going to start with our Seek Guidance. Then we have a 2, which is discover a spell from your deck. So discover means that 3 cards will be displayed, and then the 3 cards in this case are spells from my deck, and then I can pick one and it'll be added to my hand. Let's see, my opponent just played Dun Baldar's Bunker. At the end of your turn, draw a secret and set its cost to 1. Okay, secrets are like trap cards, if anyone's familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Job's done.
If you put a secret on the field, then it will trigger when your opponent does something. In Yu-Gi-Oh! You manually activate trap cards, but in Hearthstone, to keep the game simple, they just have them automatically activate once they're triggered. So his card was discover a copy of a beast in your deck. Exactly. You've activated my trap card. All right, so we picked Insight. which is draw a minion.
Job's done.
Okay, that's a good one. We're still looking for a cost 4 card. Again, it's a little tricky. Okay, so we've got 2 secrets in play. So the secrets may go off when I play a minion, when I attack, when I use my hero power. It could be a lot of different things that go off. Okay, I've got my 4. It's going to be the nameless one. And again, the nameless one copies another minion on the field. But copying this guy is pointless. So instead I'm going to play my 3. And we will see if we trigger a secret.
Shines brightest.
Okay, we did not trigger a secret. So we will wait. Pixel Knight, one of the few Yu-Gi-Oh things I know. You've activated my trap card. Yep. Definitely meme status on that one for sure. Yu-Gi-Oh was my first trading card game. And it's just kind of gone from there. Okay, so we need to play a 4 to advance the quest. So we're going to play... No, before we play this, we're going to attack.
Light the way.
And I'll bet you this triggers a secret. When a friendly minion is attacked, summon a 3/3 copy. Okay, that is great for us, because this copy has the Packmate enchantment. You can see it on there. And now what we can do is we can silence that minion, and that will remove that Packmate enchantment, making it a 1/3 once again. Okay, now we will get to discover a card from our deck. We have a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and an 8. Okay, so we actually don't need anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this Amulet of Undying. Again, it's tradable, which means I can spend 1 mana to shuffle it back in my deck, and you can see it's resurrect 1 friendly Deathrattle minion, and it upgrades when I trade it. So I have 1 mana left. I'm going to go ahead and trade that away to upgrade it, and I'm going to get a 6 in its place. Excellent. Excellent. So this game is going well for us so far. A 5 and a 6. We'll have 6 mana next turn.
Bet there's something great inside.
So it looks like this guy's deck is going to revolve all around secrets. Now, Hunter secrets, they usually go off when you attack. Sometimes the secret is when your opponent plays a spell, send it back to their hand. So a bunch of different ways that this could go. Let's go ahead and attack this guy. We've triggered a secret. It's the same one. When a friendly minion is attacked, play a 3/3 copy. That'll be fine. What we're going to do is we're going to play a 6. We're going to play our Light Shower Elemental. So it has Taunt. And you can tell it has Taunt because it has this shield. Taunt means that it's essentially on the front line. It's essentially in front of my other minion. So if my opponent is going to call attacks, he needs to call attacks against my taunt minions before he can call attacks against anything else. Okay, so lots of opponent's secrets on the field. I'm going to play a spell just to see if I can trigger one of them. Yeah. Okay, there it is. When your opponent casts a spell, return it to their hand, and it costs 2 more. Okay, now I'm going to attack and see if I can trigger another one. Okay, I didn't. Maybe I'll trigger one if and I want to trigger them. Let's see, let's attack the hero. Okay, when your hero is attacked, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Okay. And when your hero's attacked, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Okay. Okay, so we've triggered all of his secrets. His hero power has changed to Summon Pet, which is a really good one. Alright, so we need to play a 5. Yeah, let's do Spirit Guide,
cannot exist without the dark.
And then we're going to need to discover this card quick. We want something that costs low. Death Head Cultist is perfect, and then we'll heal, and that will be the end of our turn. Okay. Okay, a mountain bear. So you can see it's got taunt, and when we kill it, it will summon 2 attack, 4 health cubs with taunt. Okay, we need a 7 and an 8. How many cards do we have in our hand? 9 in our hand. Okay, so we're gonna play Mutinous. Actually, we're gonna play Forge Fiend. And we're just gonna end our turn. He's probably going to attack my Spirit Guide. Ooh, if he does, I might draw a Holy Spell and a Shadow Spell, and that'll put my hand at 10. And then I'm going to...
Hungry, aren't ya?
And then I'm going to burn the next card. I don't want that. Okay, he's putting more secrets out. Oh, he didn't attack into it. Interesting. Okay. So I need to get rid of some cards like now. So I think before I play my 7, I'm going to play some smaller cards instead. Let's play this again. Okay, it worked. So I know that I can play spells now. Ooh, a 3/3 copy of that's not going to be good. Let's see.
The two are one.
Okay, let's play a 3. And a 3.
The light shines brightest.
And then let's trade this. Okay. So we're trying to reduce our hand size a little bit. I think we did a pretty good job at it. The Rat King. Rush, Deathrattle. Go dormant after 5 minions die, then revive. Ooh, okay, okay. Okay, so that... Ooh, Hysteria. What a good spell to draw. Maverick says, you got this. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Maverick. So the reason why Hysteria is such a good card to draw is it forces an enemy minion to just attack random minions until it dies. And so we're going to attack this guy, and then we're going to play Hysteria on this, on the 4/4. So he'll attack. Well, those two wouldn't have been my first choice, but okay. Now, one thing you'll notice is that I don't mind running my deck down to near 0. A lot of cards that I play draw cards from my deck. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play my Amulet of Undying now. So that'll revive 3 if I have 3. Yeah, there we go. 3. Okay. So 9 cards in the deck. Next turn, we're gonna go ahead and play Mutanus. And that'll complete the quest. Oh, he put another secret in play. Wait, what did he just play? Revive pet. Discover a friendly beast that died and resummon it. Oh, okay. So we got another mountain bear. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Okay. Let's play a spell. Okay, good. We triggered the ice trap. We didn't really need to. Now we're gonna play Mutanus. This will take a card out of his hand. A minion. Okay, good. That was a good one to get rid of. And that is gonna get us our Zerilia Sanctified, which we can play next turn. Right now, we're gonna play our Farwatch Post. And we're gonna attack into one of these. Okay. I probably shouldn't have done that. Part of me was trying to see if I could trigger a secret, but ugh, I really need to get rid of these guys. I could get rid of a lot if I was able to heal for 4, but my hero has 10 armor, so I need to wait for my opponent to attack all the way through my armor before they can start damaging me. But that's okay. What we're gonna do this next turn is we're going to play Zerilia.
Cast the darkness from your heart.
Alright, Purified Shard in the deck. 8 cards in the deck. So we have a 1 in 8 chance of drawing it. And we can improve those odds by drawing more. Okay, so let's draw another minion. Okay, so now we've gotten to the point where he's going to start to do some damage. He's got 10, 14, 20, ouch, he's got 23 damage on the board. Ooh, now he's got 33 damage on the board. So my Zerilia is going to take 7 of that. And then the rest of this is going to hurt. Oh, that's actually it. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, this wasn't going to be my first option, but I think we'll go in for this. Okay, so we're going to play Soul Mirror. Nope, that's going to be it. That's going to be game.
Well played.
I mean, I can... You know what I should have done? I should have tried playing Desperate Prayer first to see if that would trigger a secret. But his secrets got me.
Job's done.
Spirit Guide was the card that would have gotten us. But nope, his secrets got me in the end. Pixel Knight says, I'm currently working on my own Sentai concept. Ooh, there you go. Just don't theme them off dinosaurs, because they've already done that like 4 times. All right, let's. What are we? I think we're 2-2 with our. With our deck tonight.
Anduin versus Jaina.
Okay, so now we're going to be playing against a mage.
The light shall bring victory.
Okay, this is actually a pretty good hand. We're playing a mage, so they probably don't have a weapon. So let's see if we can get a 2. Nope, we got a 7. When I said, don't worry, it's vehicles, which totally hasn't been used before. Okay, we know how the first few turns are going to play out. I'll tell you a dad story. So, as you guys know, I am a father of 4 girls, and so it's me, my wife, and 4 little girls. I don't play the I'm a boy card all that much. But when it comes to makeup, I tell my daughters, because you know, they'll get together and they'll put makeup on each other, and you know, especially during the holidays, they have makeup given to them and stuff, usually by me and my wife. And so they'll say, oh, you know, let's get together and let's put makeup. And so they'll put makeup on my wife, they'll put makeup on each other, and I'll say no. They'll say, okay, Dad, it's your turn. And I'll say, no, we don't put makeup on Dad because he's a boy. And like I said, I don't use that very often, but I use it for that.
Stop this.
And so today I'm sleeping, and
Just a multitude ever living.
and I wake up and my oldest daughter bolts out of the room. And I'm not ready to wake up again. Or I'm not ready to wake up yet. And so I roll over and go to sleep. And the next thing that I know, there's something cold on the end of my pinky. So as I roll over again, I see my daughter, and she is sprinting out of the room. And as I look at my pinky, there's pink fingernail polish on my pinky. And so my 3-year-old's name is Jane, and I see her bolt out of the room, and I go, Jane! And she runs away giggling. And so I think you could still see a little bit. Oh no, not with the shadow like that. Oh no, you're not gonna be able to see it in this light. There's a little bit of pink fingernail polish on my pinky.
Must consider.
And so she runs away giggling, and I wake up and I go, Jane, and she runs away, and I immediately go into the bathroom, and my wife is like, what is going on? And I said, they painted my pinky. And so I just go and I wash it off, and you know, I'm not terribly upset, and it's obvious that my kids totally treated this like a prank, because later both of them, I climb back into bed because I'm lazy, but both of them run giggling, and I was like, you go tell your mother what you did. And so they run past me and they run to my wife and they explain, you know, oh, you know, we thought it would be fun to paint Daddy's nails, and so yep, it was a good story this morning. Woke up a little cold on my pinky and a little pink fingernail. So Maverick says, "Oh, Seth got a bit feminine today. Next will be eyelashes, then a dress stream." Okay, so I need a 5. I still don't have a 5. Let's trade this and see if we get a 5. No, we got a 3. Play this.
The light shines.
That'll let me draw a spell. Let's play this. That'll let me discover a spell. None of these are 5s. We'll take Desperate Prayer. Half the reason I have Desperate Prayer in this deck is because it costs 0. Oh no! There we go. Oh, that's... I do that from time to time. Okay, so yeah, back update on the game. 5 and a 6. So we're still looking for a cost 5 card to play to advance the plot. What this mage has been playing are a bunch of spells, which makes sense, it's a mage. But this is going to be one of those decks where at some point they're just going to make a mad dash to take out all of my health in a single go. So you can also see that they have a mage secret. So I was just playing that to see if I could trigger it by playing a spell. But it didn't work. Still looking for that cost 5 card. Pixel Knight says, I'm working on the suit designs. Oh, that's the most important part. For a ranger team, it's not the arsenal, it's not the weapons, it's the suits and the Zords. I remember when Power Rangers the first time I saw CGI Zords, it was, I randomly caught an episode of RPM, Power Rangers RPM. And I liked their suits, but I remember I saw their Zords and I was like, oh, CGI for Zords. I don't know if I'm a fan.
Time runs out on me.
Alright, so...
Never knew who you wanted.
Yeah. This mage is just playing a bunch of stuff. Alright, I need to get rid of these minions. Alright, so we're going to play Desperate Prayer to heal up, and then we're going to play Zerilia to deal damage to the opponent's minions based on what I healed up. And then we will heal and play Farwatch Post. And I would attack, but I'm afraid that's going to trigger the secret, so I'm not going to. The RPM Zords were... Am I thinking of a different one? I might have used CGI for certain moments, but not all the time. I haven't seen Power Rangers RPM. I know that that was the season because it had Dr. K in it. I'm familiar with that character. It's funny, Power Rangers is one of the shows I still watch. I watch with my kids.
Heard of it.
So, okay, we are still looking for that 5 card. There's 3 of them in there. I think they're all minions, though. All of my stuff to play spells is not going to work. But I kind of want to save a 6, 7... Or no, I can play a 6 again. There we go. The Dino Thunder, they were CGR until they combined into the Megazord. Oh, okay.
An incredible discovery!
Draw a secret. Oh, I'll bet this is the secret that when you attack,
I must know.
then the mage will gain armor. So that'll get triggered if I attack the other hero. Yeah, see, I got a 3, but I don't really need a 3. Alright, let's play the 3. If anything, we should thin the deck. To increase... Ooh. To increase our chances of drawing a 5-cost card. Alright, so we've got a 4 there. My deck is almost going to be out of spells. I checked. The RPM Zords were CGI for certain shots. I must have caught one of those. I remember they had, like, googly eyes on them and stuff. hitting me. Yeah, this mage is totally gonna turn into, okay, I'm gonna kill you now in this turn. There's just gonna be one turn and boom, I'll be dead. Okay, a 5. Nice.
Light cannot exist without the dark.
Okay, I already have a 7 and an 8. Honestly, my big worry now is just living that long. Yep, that was something from the Sentai. Alright, let's play Thrive in the Shadows. Let's get Insight. And I'm just gonna play my Amulet of Undying now. Okay. Because, yeah, my hero's only at 17, which is probably not gonna cut it against a mage. I need to play this guy. Restore 8 health to all friendly characters. Okay. I do like this guy, Korak, because it always makes the opponent stop and think. Uh-oh. See, so that my opponent wanted to stop.
Won't stop shattering.
Okay, so we're gonna play this.
Is clear for the worthy.
And we'll play this. We'll heal. We'll attack. And we'll play Insight.
Job's done.
4 cards in my deck. Yeah, see, this is taking longer than it should have because it took me too long to find that 5-cost card. See, now...
Your bow.
Oh, that's game. If only my Deathrattle would have triggered to heal me for 8, but... That's alright, it just took too long. Yep, rip. So... It's a hard deck. It's a hard deck. I think this might be the rank where I stop... Because the way... When it comes to ladders in games... Especially in card games, the question is, do you win 51% of your matches? And with this Deathrattle quest deck, the answer is no. We played 5 games and we lost 3 of them. So let's play one more. And if we win, then we'll be back up to 50. And we'll play one more. But if we lose, then this might just be where we have to retire this deck. This deck will get me all the way to gold 4 and then stop. So we will see. Pixelnice says, I have a lot of Tokusatsu, Power Ranger Beetleborgs, those kinds of shows, ideas. Yeah, I'm familiar with the term Tokusatsu.
I must protect the wild.
The light shall bring victory.
If I remember right, Tokusatsu. So yeah, we see a 1, 2, and 3, so we're good there. Tokusatsu means special effects. And so Tokusatsu shows were shows that had practical special effects in them. Because, you know, a lot of them started in the 70s. And, you know, back then, when you wanted something fancy, you just had to, you just kind of had to make it yourself. Okay, so we're playing against a druid, and druids can be kind of bothersome because the main mechanic that druids are leaning on right now is just increasing their mana super fast. So you can see he gained an empty mana crystal, so even though he went second, he has 3, and I have 3, so technically he's 1 ahead of me now.
In the dark.
So cards like Hysteria and Soul Mirror are super important. Okay, now I cannot play this Insight now. Oh, see, Overgrowth. Gain 2 empty mana crystals. Now he's up to 6.
In the dark, light the way. Shines brightest.
Job done.
Okay, good. We've got our 4. So this Hysteria card is going to be super important. I cannot play this Insight card because if I play Insight and then I get my cost 8 minion, it'll lower its cost to 6. And then we can't finish the quest. That's what we did in the first one.
Corpses.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna pick this guy.
Light the way.
So you can see my opponent has done nothing except increase his mana, and now he's up to 10. So, yep, now he's gonna start playing really big minions.
Come closer.
All right, so we're gonna copy and silence this guy. So his Deathrattle was summon a beast,
Light the way.
and we'll kill that guy. And then we will kill him. That gets us a random beast. We'll attack here. And again, this is just gonna be really hard because his mana is maxed now. He's got 8 cards in his hand. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Lake Thresher also... Wait, what? Oh, I was gonna say, he doesn't have Rush, but that card gives him Rush. Okay, okay. What do we need? A 5 and a 6. Okay, we've got a 5.
Light cannot exist without the dark.
Okay, we really need that 6 in order for us to be... Oh, shoot. He ate my Korak. Six. I don't think I have a 6 cost spell in my deck. I think they're all minions. Alright, so we'll start by trading. Pixel Knight says I don't have a final one for the pirate yet. I gotta figure out how to get rid of these bots. Okay, so really is gonna be really important. Okay, an insight that will not reduce the cost by 2. Give me a 6. There we go. We have a 6. Alright, so I'm about to get hit in the face for 7. Let's see what else he summons.
Growth and life.
Oh, okay. So this is the only card in the game that allows your mana to get higher than 10. Pixel Knight says I need to go. Gotta wake up early tomorrow, so good night. And remember to stay pixelated. You have a good night as well, Pixel Knight. Okay. I was kind of hoping he would summon another minion, because then I could use Hysteria to ram them into each other. Okay, so let's play a 6. Maybe I can get a small minion with taunt, like maybe my Death Head Cultist. No. Alright, so a 7 and an 8. I guess we'll take Mutanus. Mutanus will probably get really big. Because whatever I'm eating out of his hand is probably a big minion. Let's heal. And then trade the Viper.
Not too quickly.
And we'll attack. And get the Viper again, but now it's a bigger Viper. And, oh, shoot, my hand is full at 10. So I have to play a Desperate Prayer. Shoot. Oh, that's not good. Can only take 1 damage at a time. Okay, a 7 and an 8. Alright, let's play a 7. Alright, an 8-8. Let's play Thrive in the Shadows, which will give me this. We're gonna trade it in. Okay, that's a good one. The reason why this is a good one is because when he dies, it'll draw my highest cost minion, which is the 8 that we need. Oh, keeps pulling out that broomstick that gives this guy's rush, and I don't like it. Okay, so we're gonna play Soul Mirror. Summon copies of the enemy minions, and then they attack their copies. And the reason we are doing this is because I want one of these wolves on my side. Moonfang? Yeah. Now I'll play this guy that has taunt. We'll attack the enemy. Okay, just don't kill me this turn. What do you need 20 mana for?
Stay strong, Expedition. Reinforcements on the way.
Oh, gross, 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 gross. Yeah, well, I'm not going to be able to compete with that. Oh, and he's got charge. Well, that's going to end it. Well, that was a pretty impressive battle. Just completely overwhelmed. So, yeah. So much ouch, that's right. So I think we're gonna have to retire Deathrattle quest at Gold 4. So let's switch to my 1-2 punch deck of Jace Cthulhu. Okay, so
Illidan versus Uther.
one of the reasons I'm excited about Christmas is my kids have taken an interest in video games, and so we're gonna get them their own games. I've got a Nintendo Switch and a 3DS. When I bought my Switch OLED, my Switch was going to be a hand-me-down for the kids. And my brother-in-law had a 3DS that he wasn't using, so he just gave it to us. And we're going to end up paying him for it because we should and we can. But something that I noticed was that in my house, video games are for adults. you know, if a kid wants to come and play a game, then they need to come and get my permission. And so that I can insert the cartridge and know where everything is. But when I was growing up, video games were for kids. We had a console, and the console was for, you know, it was hooked up to the television, and the kids played the console. And I notice in my nephew's house, that is also the case as well. Video games are for kids over there. So it's interesting. To just see that dynamic play out. And so one of the reasons that we're getting video games for the kids, you know, it's not for one of them, it's going to be for all of them. It'll be a group present from Santa. And one of the reasons we're doing that is so that we can kind of change that around here, because right now, like I said, video games are for adults, and so my kids, even though they're interested in them, they don't really have as much opportunity to play them. So it'll be good.
Reporting for duty.
It was just interesting to notice whether or not it was just interesting for me to notice that video games were for kids in my house, but that wasn't the case when I was a kid. So interesting for me. Okay, so let me explain the deck that we're playing. So I'm no longer playing as a priest, I'm playing as a demon hunter. And so the demon hunter, at least in the build that I'm playing, uses a lot of spell spells. So in the last deck, you saw that there were holy spells and shadow spells. And in this deck, there are fell spells. So you can see this spell, Chaos Leech, has lifesteal, which means that any damage I deal with the spell also heals my hero. This is important because in the last deck is the priest. Most priest cards are all about healing and restoring health and whatnot. Demon hunters, they have cards that actually, no, it's mostly warlocks that make you pay for cards with health.
True strength comes from.
But demon hunters are similar. A lot of their cards have lifesteal. A lot of the spells that we'll be playing have lifesteal. And that's important to keep me
The Iron Demon is mine.
Oh, that's just mean. So he just played a card called Iron Deep Trog. So whenever I play a spell, it's going to summon another Iron Deep Trog. So this is a spell that summons a minion. So it's going to get me my 6/6, but because it was a spell, it's also going to summon another Iron Deep Trog for my opponent. Now he's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage on the board, so he is able to kill this. But we'll see. Havok says, by the way, Seth, Duck Game is $9 on Steam at the moment. Ooh, let me write that down. Because I did very much like playing Duck Game with Trevor. Or with Steel. I've kind of put my opponent in a conundrum. He wants to keep his Iron Deep Trogs.
May the light grant you peace.
But I get the feeling he doesn't want to ram them into my Cthulhu body here.
Move quickly.
So we'll see. If you steal and zero, I'll get it. We can have full mayhem. I'm all for it. We'll see. Oh, good. He took the bait. Okay. I should be able to take... Oh, nope. Bummer. This Iron Deep Trog is going to be a real thorn in my side. I play a lot of spells in this deck. Speaking of one spell, I'm going to play Skull of Gul'dan.
Poor warlock. The Iron Divine is mine!
Sorry, boss, but I've got to head to bed. Med's kicking in and got to stream in the morning. You don't ever have to apologize for going to bed. I stream late at night. I understand. But thank you for coming, and I hope you had a good time while you were here. So my conundrum right now is that I have to play a lot of spells. I can play I-Beam, and that'll take out one of the Trogs. Man, I could just sit here and fire spells. They're not going to do anything if they keep replicating like that.
Is mine!
Hope the rest of the stream goes well. Merry Christmas to you and your family. And you as well, Maverick. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I forgot to do up the lights and Christmas colors. But... Okay, what am I going to do about that Trog? Definitely enjoying the stream. This was interesting. Good. Well, hopefully, Kensei Zero will be available, and we'll get back to Secret of Mana next week. Okay, let's play a minion. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'll put a kibosh on all of them.
The Iron Divine is mine! The Iron Divine is mine!
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can play spells now because they can't replicate anymore. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to play my Sigil of Alacracy. They will all try to replicate. I do need to kill one of them just to restore some health. Oh, my bad. I shouldn't have killed that one.
The Iron Divine is mine!
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, you have a good night as well, Maverick. So I just played the Sigil of Silence, so when my turn starts, it will silence all of his minions. So that will stop the Trog replicating stuff. And there's a spell in my deck that will kill them all off if I can draw it. So we'll see if we can draw it. If not, we might have to go into Jace, which I really don't want to. At least not for 2 more turns. But I might have to play him early, which will be a real bummer.
May the light grant you peace.
We'll see if we can put it off. Alright, what are we going to draw? Draw an Outcast card. And destroy a minion. Well, that wasn't what we were looking for. Okay, let's destroy the big minion. And then let's play this, which will deal 7 damage just randomly across all of them. And see if we can kill some. Nice. Didn't kill very many. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on the board. All right. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem that I'm gonna have is Paladins, which is the class I'm fighting against, have a lot of spells that buff their own minions. So I'm afraid he's gonna play a spell that'll buff a minion and then take me out with it, but he didn't. Okay. Ouch. He's just gonna summon a bunch of big guys now. And I already played my 2 Sigil of Silence. So this is just gonna be something I have to deal with. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I gotta play into Jace, which is not what I want to do.
Amidst the flames, only we shall remain.
So what Jace does is it recasts every fell spell that I have played this game. So my attack is going to be through the roof by the end of this, but I don't think it's going to matter because I'm still going to have minions in the way. Yep, the big idea behind this deck...
Vengeance is mine!
The big idea behind this deck is that I can use Jace to deal a big punch, and then I can use Cthulhu to deal a big punch, but my first big punch didn't land.
Our hardships only strengthen our resilience.
Oh, Lightforge Cariel's just gonna clinch it for him. Well... things are not looking good for us tonight. Instead of climbing the ladder, we're just falling down it. Alright, we'll do 1, maybe 2 more with the Jace deck, and maybe we'll call it after that. Alright. Oh, good. Maybe we can raid Super Nintendos if they're still up and going.
Legion's rage pales before mine. This ends now!
So I'll put them on in the background and we'll see what they're doing. Okay, so we want Jace in the deck. We have a pretty good hand. What we want to do in this deck is we want to draw through a lot of our deck. And so if we play this, this is the quest line for this deck, but I don't actually try to get through the quest. It's actually the part 1 and part 2 rewards that I want. So you can see reward, reduce the cost of all the cards that I've drawn that turn by 1. So wait, what did my opponent play? After your hero attacks a minion, your minions attack it too. Ooh. So yeah, the way that the quest works.
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
Uh-oh.
Strike now!
So here I'm going to play Spectral Sight, which has an outcast effect. Outcast effects go off if the card is the furthest to the left or the right in my hand. So this will let me draw 2.
I see.
And then if I play this guy, Crimson Sigil Runner, then it'll let me draw a third. And that'll be 4 cards in this turn that I have drawn. And so that gets me to the next part of the quest. Uh-oh. Okay, I have that spell that I played earlier that deals 7 damage across all enemies. That would be really useful right now because all of these enemies have 1 health. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's play Fellgorger. He'll let me draw a Fell spell and then reduce its cost by 2. And then we will play it, Fury rank 1. And then I can attack this guy that keeps summoning all these. Then I can play my Metamorphin, which if I have played a Fell spell this turn already, will give him 2 additional attack and 2 additional health. So, I'm guessing his minions are pretty expendable. So he'll probably just attack into my guy. Yeah. Which I'm okay with. Oh, draw a card for each friendly minion that died this turn. That'll get him, yep, all the way up to 10. So he is also going to be going through his deck really fast, which is actually very common for demon hunters. Usually, demon hunters play a lot of low-cost cards.
They will never catch me.
But they draw so much from their deck that it ends up being okay. Okay, so I'm gonna play my Crimson Sigil Runner. And then I'm gonna play my Sigil of Alacrity, which will let me draw an extra card on my turn. And I'm going to use I-Beam to destroy his minion. And then my hero power is gain 1 attack, and then I'll attack him in the face. Job done. Okay, next turn we're going to go with Skull of Gul'dan, which will let me draw 3 and reduce those card costs by 3.
They will never catch me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got a bunch of tradable cards. He's got a bunch of cards that draw. What is he searching for in his deck? Okay, draw an Outcast card. That's a good one. There, that's one we've been looking for. That's our area of effect.
Warlock.
Good, there's the Eye of Cthulhu card we were looking for. We actually have all 4 Cthulhu cards in our hand. Alright, we're gonna play this guy. And we're gonna be done. Wait, do we have all 4? No, I only have 3. Wow, how did I miscount that? Ah, we've reached. Yep, we have reached the end game of this deck. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is just straight up destroy this minion.
I taste.
And then deal 5 damage to this guy. And then attack into him with our Mancrick. Okay. That's gonna be it for now. I'm sure he has more big minions in his hand to play. Okay, that's not too bad.
My blades will sing.
That is less okay. Wait, no, I have them all. Okay, what we're gonna do here is deal 3 damage to all minions, including mine. And then we're gonna play Eye of Cthulhu, which, unless I have terrible luck, will kill this card. Kill the Priestess of Fury. Thank you.
I see your weakness.
Alright, I need to draw 3 more cards. Alright, I'm gonna play this, which will let me draw a card.
Time grows short.
And then this, which will let me draw a card. Aha! And double jump, which will let me draw a card. Excellent. That actually finishes the quest line. That's actually pretty rare. Usually I don't finish the quest line in this deck, but hey, what do you know?
This is our chance.
You look like you love a good deal.
Okay, so we have 8 cards in our deck, and we need to draw into Jace at this point. Okay, so we're going to play Body of Cthulhu, and what this does is now that we've played all 4 Cthulhu cards, it puts Cthulhu the Shattered back in our deck. And so you can see the battle cries deal 30 damage among all enemies. Let's deal 3 damage here.
You look like you love a good deal.
Okay, so if we can draw Jace or Cthulhu, that should win it for us. The opponent only has 12 health. He's probably gonna summon a big minion. Yeah. Shoot. I knew I should have played Sigil of Silence, but silly me. Alright, we are in quite the quandary. Okay, we're gonna play Chaos Leech. Take out this one. Then we're gonna play our Sigil of Silence and our Skull of Gul'dan. We'll see what we draw into. Okay, we got Cthulhu. That's good. We're gonna play Fell Barrage. That'll take out this guy and damage this guy. And then we will end. All right, let's see. Now we have Sigil of Silence, which is wonderful. After your hero attacks an enemy, this attacks it too. Oh, do I live? Okay. Whoa, Daft Blue raiding. Daft Blue, are you familiar with Hearthstone? We're gonna see if we can kill this guy right here. So 12 plus 8 is 20, 27, and we're gonna deal 30 damage. So this will actually win the game for us. Chad, Daft Pool, welcome, welcome. Thanks for bringing your crew. What were you playing tonight, and how did it go? I've seen Hearthstone, but I've never played it. Well, I've been explaining the game as I go, and I've been talking about the holidays and what to do with kids and whatnot. So yeah, the big present for my kids, the reason that I'm excited for Christmas is because I pulled one of those where I bought the Switch OLED for myself, and then we're gonna take my old Switch and hand it down to the kids. So that's gonna be a Christmas present for them. And my brother-in-law has a 3DS that he's not using, so that's also gonna be a Christmas present for him. So I'm pretty excited for this Christmas just because it's funny. I talked about it a little while ago.
Ends now.
But you know, in our house, in my house, video games are for adults. My kids don't get to play video games unless I'm there to help them with the game card, make sure they don't lose anything, make sure all my games are accounted for, and all that stuff. But in my nephew's house, and when I was growing up, video games were strictly for kids. So it's just been interesting for me to think about that. And one of the reasons that we are giving our kids video games for Christmas is to change that in our house a little bit. I don't want video games to be just for adults. I want them to be for kids too. So it's been good.
They will never catch.
Okay, so we are playing a paladin. So usually what paladins do is they will summon out some minions, and then they will cast enchantments or spells on them to make them more deadly, just like that. The deck that I'm playing revolves around Fel spells, so you can see at the bottom of this spell, it says Fel at the bottom. Deal 2 damage to the lowest health enemy twice, so 2 damage here, 2 damage here. They both have 2 health, that will take them both out. So we're going to play Fel Barrage, and then we will attack them for 1. The object of the game is to destroy the opponent's hero. You can see they have 29 health, I have 26. And go from there. Because they power up their minions, because paladins power up their minions so frequently, this card, Sigil of Silence, that silences enemy minions, ends up being really important. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play Mancrick, which is a minion for us, and Sigil of Alacracy, which lets me draw an extra card at the beginning of my next turn.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
Alright, let's see what we draw into. Okay. So we want this card to be the leftmost card in our hand when we play it, so we get that outcast effect.
I grow in.
So even though it's not the best, we're gonna play Eye of Cthulhu now, which will just deal 7 damage, 1 at a time across all the enemies.
I see.
And so then we will be set up for the next go around. I'm going to play the Sigil of Silence as well. So what that's going to do is when my turn starts, it's going to wipe away all the effects from my opponent's monsters. So you can see he's powering them up. All these power-ups are going to go away when my turn starts. But, you know, he's still going to have a lot of people, so we will see how good this ends for me. How good it ended. Okay. So now we are going to play Skull of Gul'dan, which will let us draw 3.
Warlock.
It will reduce their cost by 3, which is super good. Okay, so I'm going to play Fell Gorger, who lets me draw a Fell spell, and then he will also reduce its cost by 2. We have Fury here, so I'm going to play that, increase my attack by 1 to give me 4, and then play Metamorphin. I think we will end it there. We will see what my opponent does.
Only strengthen our resilience.
Oh, this actually makes it really hard, a really tough spot to be in. Because this halves all the damage that I deal. Yep, this is really gonna put us in a tricky spot.
My blade seeks vengeance.
Oh.
The identity mine is mine.
And they're gonna play a Trog. Well, we can play that. We can play this. There are lots of ways we can prolong this match, but our chance of actually finishing this with a win is very small.
Vengeance is mine.
But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this be our last one. But I appreciate the raids from Dark Solid and Daft Pool. Let me see who is on. As this player starts to gear up. Let's see, what could I do? Yeah, we could play Jace.
Flames only we shall remain.
But I do really appreciate everyone that comes out to watch. It looks like I need to figure out how to deal with some of those YouTube bots. And I really hope that people have a happy holiday. I know my family's celebrating Christmas, and like I've been talking about, they're super excited for it. So it shouldn't take too much longer. But I think, because what we're
Throw the book at you.
usually, since we're going to end a little early, and it looks like Super Nintendo Bros is going a little late, it looks like they're doing a Christmas episode. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and get the raid started while we are wrapping up. There's so many little things that can be done to prolong a match.
Warlock.
All right, we'll see what they do with that.
For the Alliance and...
Oh, yep. That's gonna do it. But we'll go ahead and we'll start up the raid. Again, thank you to everyone for coming out. I will hopefully see you next week where we play some more Secret of Mana. Thanks so much. Bye.
So let me explain to you. Right here, we're actually at 6. We have never been to 5 before. Welcome in, Seth and your friends. Oh my goodness, you guys, what's up?
Demons.
All right, we're gonna end this for the VOD.
Jess, thank you. By the way, thank you to Jess for the 5-pack of bombs earlier. Thank you, Jess. And all the love to you. You guys are so great. We have never been to this right here. 5 encores. That has never happened.
Vengeance is mine.
2018. Weird idea.
Time
And we are
grows
now at
short.
6. Not only did we go to 5, we went to 6. It has never happened. You guys are insane. Thank you so much for all the love. I love you guys. Welcome in, you guys. Seth, welcome. And thanks so much for that raid. Welcome in to Club Nintendo.
Not too heavy.
Crazy Hours, Christmas stream,
I cannot
giveaway
wait
special,
to
whatever you want to
read
call it. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. And over here.
Not many cards left.
What card am I missing? Oh, there it is.
Not many cards left. I'm out of cards.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to play Cthulhu. It all depends on how much health he puts on the board. Right now, 25. Oh, nope, adding 14 is gonna do too much. It's gonna be too much.
Peace.
Yeah.
Really hold your own.
They know that they've got me in a tight spot. It would take an incredible amount of luck to have Cthulhu just magically hit the hero.
My awakening brings a new
Enough times to take him out.
pray to your
So,
that your pleas may go unanswered.
I appreciate that.
And they'll attack for game. All right, good night, everybody.
Is mine.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
And a follow from the raid. Nice. All right, good night.